game. Sitting at the runes here. Zeus find the double damage. TA gets the bounty.
Not right.
And there were 6 stacks of sticky napalm on that Phantom Assassin. Backs up, gets the stifling dagger onto the creep, and now the sticky napalm spam starts again from the Batrider. He's also got a manga, so this can continue for quite a while. Lion could go in on the mid lane Zeus. He's got the double damage rune. Zeus gonna range over. And meanwhile, on the top lane, we've got the Flame Break coming through. Godot taking a lot of damage, and now the Stifling Dagger. There's a first blood by the Zeus, and he's also going to get the scouting onto the line. He's got to be careful there. And they're going to go for the Tombstone. Minerva with 125 gold. That's quite a bit for a support player early in the game. And Lion being scouted out, he's got to back off the lane. And he's going to go over to that Darkseer. Darkseer a little bit far up. And here comes the Lion in from behind. The cooldown's going to get used. And Balcarino trying to kite that rocket barrage. The gyrocopter going to get something delivered on the courier. It's a couple of tangos. He is pretty low. Japan Man, he is very low. He uses that soul ring. He wants to die faster, I guess. And now he'll just TP out. So the first blood did go the way of Frank. But in terms of CS, the Templar Assassin doing extremely well in that mid lane. The Darkseer was forced out of bot. And right now at level 5 with a soul ring and another ring of regen. This guy likes his rings. Someone should get him a telephone.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Man, it's super late. Don't hate me for that joke. I can't stand it. On the top lane, Batrider taking a lot of damage once again. The Zeus ult gets utilized to help that aggressive tri-lane in the top. Here comes the Ion Shell. And Frank don't want to go in on this. The Templar Assassin's here with the invisibility rune. Templar Assassin gets a double kill. She jumps underneath the tower. And meanwhile on the backside, oh, Templar Assassin underneath the Sentry Ward. Triple kill for Frank. And they didn't even deward that Observer Ward because they didn't want TA to know that they had the Sentry Ward there. 3 down on the top lane. And Frank again get that early lead.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Here is the blink onto the gyrocopter for the Phantom Assassin, forcing him back. She can't take that rocket barrage to the face though. The tower about to go down in the top lane. And let's take a quick look at our net worth graph. PA already at the top of it with Zeus not so far behind. So even with the TA getting the last hit lead, she is not leading the net worth. For XP, Frank have the early lead in that as well, as Zeus has taken the whatever you call it. It's a stack. Okay. TP comes in by the gyrocopter. He has another cooldown in 8 seconds. Zeus bottles up a regen rune, and he also has an ultimate available. PA goes in onto gyrocopter, and the Zeus ult comes through. Godot gonna get hit by the cooldown, which is gonna slow her down a little bit. And here comes the magic missile onto iLogic, another stifling dagger, and PA goes in underneath the tower. Doesn't even matter, she's fine. And the Undying has TP'd away. Abed goes down in the middle lane, so the rotations to bot mean that the Templar Assassin is going to be fine there. And all right.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah. Top-notch commentating here. The Templar Assassin did get a kill in the mid lane onto the Zeus, which will give her a little bit more here. It has the power treads and working on that Yasha already. looking pretty good with that set, if I may so myself. I'm sure she's getting a lot of young men nice and happy tonight. A little bit too tired for that. Here comes Lion with an Earth Spike, but the Poison Touch in the back and the Vengeful Spirit little missiles enough to take her down. And now, Ibu in trouble. Phantom Assassin gets a kill inside the trees. That's a mega kill already for the Phantom Assassin, doing pretty well. And Darkseer in beneath the tower. There's a Zeus Ult, and the Refraction easily taken care of by the Ion Shell. The Templar Assassin goes down in the mid lane. Couple heroes pushing on mid. Pesky range creeps sitting there hitting some creeps.
Middle tower is under attack.
And the mid tower getting gone on by a couple of heroes. Eventually gonna get fortified. Gyrocopter's pushing top.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And he'll keep pushing. The rotation comes in by the Japan man. And there's also a Lion waiting in the wing here. TA on the mid lane gets the lightning bolt to the face. It's alright. And now the Phantom Assassin forces the Undying to put down the Tombstone. There could be the Bat Rider coming in. Lasso onto the Phantom Assassin. Keeps her underneath the Tombstone. There's a bunch of zombies here, but the Tombstone did go down. And now it's just a sticky napalm onto the Phantom Assassin. The Vengeful Spirit says, go in on this! And the Phantom Assassin obeys. Here's the Shallow Grave. The Dazzle will go down, though. And the Phantom Assassin getting smacked by a creep. Gonna get smacked in the back by the Undying. So the Dazzle unwittingly leaves the Phantom Assassin to her doom. That's a 1700 gold swing in favor of Zero Latitude right now. And they could get back into this if Frank aren't careful. Godot waiting here. Now it's Godot's turn to wait for someone else rather than someone waiting for Godot. V's taking out some creeps in the jungle. Will get the TP scroll. Lies the trap for Darkseer. He uses the Ion Shell. He takes the refraction charges off, and Bocarino, he will try to surge away. Could get away from the Templar Assassin. Has another trap to detonate. Oh, hits the creep instead and manages to get the kill. Nice.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And now Phantom Assassin with the Helm of the Dominator. He's an attack onto the bottom tower. Puts some damage on it. Minerva draws the line to bot. They want to take that out. And now here comes the smoke from Frank. They're going to move in. Move in through mid possibly. They're just going to sit. They're going to wait for someone to push. Godot has a swap. And the smoke going to get trapped by the Templar Assassin. She goes onto the ground, puts the damage onto the Godot. Here's a couple of TPs. V getting in trouble. Zeus Ult comes through, but the TA gets swapped in. Gonna be fine. Look at that damage on the Vengeful Spirit. Gonna take so much there. Here comes the wall. We're getting a little bit of lag thanks to the servers, but that's okay. The Darkseer ends up going. That is a triple kill on the mid lane. Now Minerva in trouble. The Phantom Assassin still pushing on the bottom lane, but the Minerva trying to TP out. Gonna get Flamebrook out of it. And not even gonna kill with the heal. Triple kill for Gyrocopter, and that is not what you want. The Phantom Assassin was pushing on the bottom lane, but Frank really going for that mid game dominance, and if you're gonna die there in a 4-man wipe, then that's really not what you want. Giving a lot of gold over the way of Zero Latitude. Lion with the smoke, looking for something in the jungle. Actually, he's just going on a warding mission. Godot looking for V on the bottom lane. The refraction charge is still going to be up, so can't really go in on that. And now for a bet. He's at 1600 gold. We'll see what he decides to build up. 14-minute runes are spawning, and he's going to find the bounty. The Darkseer Getting closer to a mechanism. Gonna have it in about 400 gold. And this Phantom Assassin has a Helmet of Dominator and 1900 gold in the bank. Alright, Gyrocopter finds a kill onto the Dazzle in the jungle, and the Japan man gotta get out of there. Lion's walking up, has a stun and a hex. Darkseer thinking about it, gotta be careful though. That's very informative. Alright, that is Godot on the Vengeful Spirit. Good to know. A couple of Ancients being stacked here by Ibu. Japan man gonna find the Lion in his own secret shop. Get out of there, he says. And the Phantom Assassin goes over and tries to clear some creep. She actually buys up the rest. No, that's a Yasha. She buys a Yasha. And the Darkseer has finished up the mechanism. In terms of XP, going in favor of Zero Latitude a little bit, and the gold still in favor of Frank. Although Zero Latitude are catching up. There's a Blink Dagger and a Yasha on the Templar Assassin. The girl looking pretty fond of her toys there. And Phantom Assassin's going to sit on the high ground, almost level 11 with an Ion Shell on her head. A nice hat for the Phantom Assassin.
Dire's middle tower is under
The Templar Assassin just going to farm up some Ancients. And there's a disconnect from the Phantom Assassin. Well, the team's disconnecting a little bit more than me in this match, which is, I guess, reassuring. Alright, Phantom Assassin is back.
Thanks from above.
And we're going to get right back into this match. They are grouping up underneath the Dire Observer. And Zeus could decide to use the Lightning Bolt to check for any wards. He's not going to. So they were all grouped up there for some reason. And they're just going to go mid. They're going for that mid tower. Here comes the assault from the side. Here's a smoke. They gotta be careful. The Phantom Assassin could get going on here. Who's gonna be first? The smoke breaks on the Undying and the Templar Assassin. And here comes the Bat Rider. Sticky Napalm down. Poison attack goes out. And he's gonna keep getting... he doesn't have a blink. He's like 400 gold away from it. And Frank, they take a tower. 9 kills to 9. Zero Latitude evening up the score. Ancient Rock Golem not looking very happy right now. He's got a Phantom Assassin hit him in the face. And Zeus continues to fake the ultimate. Definitely a different kind of A-bed hero. He has the Blink Dagger up now. He uses the ult to do a little bit of scouting. Takes the Bat Rider down a little bit, who almost has that Blink Dagger. We'll have it probably when he's just sitting in the base looking for something to do. Ibu walking up in that mid lane. Bat Rider picks up the Blink Dagger, and let's see where he decides to go with it first. He's going to the bottom lane. Do they keep it a secret? Undying picks up a mechanism component in the mid lane from the courier. The smoke comes in. Zero Latitude. They're going to see a swap onto the Undying. So Zero Latitude not even close. And they can't save that Undying. Minerva started with the TP but decided to cancel it as well. So the bottom tower easily going to go down to the Templar Assassin. And Frank looking for something on the map that they can take. The Phantom Assassin finds a double damage rune, and they can also push in top if they want. Sentry ward going to get placed down in the hard camp and the medium camp. Frank really want to take control of that jungle. The Phantom Assassin goes in with the Ion Shell on the creeps. And she could start hitting the tower.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Another, well, the first tier 2 tower of the match, getting a lot of damage done to it by the Phantom Assassin. Do they go in here? The Undying's ready. The Bat Rider ready in the wings. He could get the, okay, he gets the lasso. And the Lightning Bolt goes onto the Bat Rider. They try to get out of range of that Tombstone. The Lion taking a lot of damage. Not even going to be able to get that stun off. Here's the Zeus Ult. Oh, where'd he go? Bat Rider goes down to the Phantom Assassin. Big crit to the face. And now do they keep going in on the tier 3 tower? No buybacks available. Down for 20 seconds for most of the heroes. And they could at least put some damage on it. So, Claudon gonna get used, and they don't really care about it at this point. The tier 3 tower could go down to the Radiant. That's going to be an early tower for a good fight for them. And Phantom Assassin blinks out. They're out of there. They don't take a Rax, but they do get some pretty good map control. And they are going to have to worry about that lane pretty much every time Zero Latitude go out of the base now. As it's not looking anti-mage or anything, but Frank could definitely go in there with Godot or Zha. So maybe not Godot. No, Godot's just kind of sitting there. Could get caught out, though. Here's a smoke. Smoke for a Godot. Breaks the smoke. And, well, that is what you call roasted. And then they go for the Roshan. Roshan not looking very happy about this, but he will in the end get taken down. Minerva comes in with the minus armor weave, but you know what? The Dire are just going to back up from it. Gyrocopter with a Sanjin Yasha and a Helm of the Dominator. And in terms of XP, Zero Latitude still taking this match. And Templar Assassin finishes a Desolator. 2 Blink Daggers for Frank. Yep, that's about it. What is the Phantom Assassin going for next? She's getting a TP scroll. Definitely important. Zeus with the Aether one's gotta be careful. And will they find anybody? Frank hanging out on the high ground. They put down a sentry ward. And Phantom Lancer goes for the farm. Has that ultimate orb up. We'll see what that builds into. Is it going to be a Scotty? Interesting build up there. Zeus continues to fake the ult. Bounty Hunter looking for the lasso. Not going to happen. Templar Assassin blinks out of there. Blink forward by bed. He puts the lightning bolt onto the gyrocopter. Does quite a bit of damage there. Vengeful Spirit uses a wave. Could be building, I guess, some drums. Pretty important, I guess. And Phantom Assassin walks up with the Ion Shell. Hits some creeps. They could be trying to find their second tier 2 tower of the game. Zero Latitude hanging out in the side shop, secret shop, one of the shops. Bat Rider with the lasso over on the side. He could look for the blink, and he's going to blink forward, miss the Stifling Dagger. Nice swap in by the Vengeful Spear. Going to get hit by that call down. And okay, the Phantom Assassin going to go right down to that finger. Nice vacuum wall by the Darkseer, but it really isn't enough there. Godot going to go down, and now the Japan man going to get ganked. The only one surviving is the Zeus. Not looking so good for Frank here. In game 2 of the best of 3 set. Going to get slowed down here by that trap a little bit, and he's just going to blink to the high ground. And like, try a little bit of split pushing, I suppose. Gyrocopter still has that Aegis, and Frank really couldn't do too much in that last fight. Now they go in on that tier 2 tower. They've got some creeps there. The Fortify is going to get used, and Abed may try to force some TPs back on the top lane. Or maybe he might go and help mid. The tier 2 tower going to be going down. Godot tries to go for the deny. Not going to happen. And Zeus just going to push in top. A little bit of damage to the ranged racks, but that's in the end going to be about it. Ultimate Orb into Ogre Club for the Phantom Assassin. Interesting build up here.
Fly, my pretty, fly.
The Templar Assassin is going to be building into a BKB. Going to be pretty hard to take her down unless you get some good Templar Phantom Assassin crits there. Minerva walking around here. Through the jungle a little bit. And, well, we just have a couple of heroes roaming around the map right now. If we wanted to mean, we could call them wannabe heroes. Scouting Zeus is going to be used. May as well. If he's got some mana to spare.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Right now, the Templar Assassin is going to be leading the net worth chart, with the Phantom Assassin after that. The Gyrocopter's items, he's got an Eagle Song, so he's getting pretty far ahead. Frank definitely going to need to be careful if this Gyrocopter continues to get farmed. Right now, Frank mostly magic damage. That was one of the things you see with their draft. I mean, they do have Vengeful Spirit in there, along with the Dazzle on the Phantom Assassin, but a lot of their early lineup is going to be based on that magic damage of the Zeus. And Templar Assassin with the BKB starting to get through that. And Zero Latitude not as scared in these matches anymore. Sorry, team fights. Gyrocopter playing pretty well. He's at 6-1. And Frank started off the match pretty well. But now it's kind of a little bit of what we saw in the prior matches. You let the other team back in it a little bit, and they can easily come back. Z Latitude not even retreating that far back, and the courier comes in, has a smoke. Gonna check for any wards, but Phantom Assassin really just doesn't want to be there. Trying to get that BKB. Creep's going down pretty quickly in the mid lane.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Top tower goes down to Templar Assassin. And Zero Latitude, they've taken a lot of towers so far. The Phantom Assassin desperately trying to get the farm here, but she's going to have to do a lot. The Templar Assassin finds that BKB, does so much damage to that tier 2 tower. The Gyrocopter almost at the butterfly now. And this Phantom Assassin is going to have to catch up a lot. Zero Latitude going to back up from that top lane. Phantom Assassin finishes the BKB. Be pretty helpful in these fights. And she's going to have to try to win the fight against the Gyrocopter with the butterfly and the Templar Assassin doing a bunch of damage. And one of them can't even build an MKB. And at that point, the Phantom Assassin not going to be so good. Right now, we're trying to see what the next move is for Frank. I'm going to roam around the map a little bit. Godot has those drums. Maybe looking to be a little bit more of a presence in terms of DPS in these fights. Still going to have to be careful of that Gyrocopter. Lion with the Blink Dagger. Can be a bigger force in these fights. Lots more mobility to get those disables off, and now Batrider comes in. Gonna get hit a lot by the creeps, and the Ion Shell does so much damage. He has to Force Staff away from it. And a Satyr creep found inside of the Roche pit, and it's just gonna claw at the Lion a little bit. Phantom Assassin hitting some creeps in the Ancients. And, well, we're just kind of waiting for a fight here. Dazzle still has that smoke in his inventory. Hido could get caught out. Still pretty far from the team. Not going to join up with them. And they go up to the high ground. Creeps are pushed pretty far in on the top lane. They could try to take a fight around those racks. Now a smoke comes through by the Radiant. And here they come. Zeusel being faked. They could use it to scout. Templar Assassin is using an Invis rune right now. And they're going to go for the Gyrocopter. They could find him. They're going to go south though. They go the wrong way. And Gyrocopter is even going to TP out of there. So unlucky there for the Radiant. They don't find the Gyrocopter at the Ancients. And now, well, Zero Latitude, they're all meeting up here. They could go for a counter smoke of their own. They are right under a Radiant Observer. And that Sentry Ward is going to catch out the Observer Ward as well. Frost Mage creep hitting that Alpha Wolf down. And the scouting ult gonna get used by the Zeus. Quickly used mechanism by the Undying. And we're still waiting for something to happen here. Templar Assassin going to take care of the Frost Mage creep inside the Roshan pit, and the Desolator will make it easy for her to clean him up. The Catapult going to see that the Roshan respawns. And Zeus continues to look for a ward. He's gotten a soul booster. Could be going for the Octarine Core or a Bloodstone. Either one. And here comes a smoke from the Radiant. They could try to go for the Roshan. Cardi gets out of there. And there is a counter smoke from the Dire. Who will get the jump here? The Radiant. Oh, they're spread out here. Godot, he's going to find him. Here comes a big vacuum by the Darkseer. Oh, call down gets used. A lot of lag going down. It's a team fight. May as well get used to it. Gyrocopter, he's in trouble. He could go down. One last crit from the Phantom Assassin. Takes him out. Triple kill. Triple kill by the Phantom Assassin. Nice vacuum combo by the Darkseer. The Templar Assassin does get away, but that leaves the Roshan open. The Vengeful Spirit and the Dazzle did go down, but damn, that fight. Man, it just goes down so fast. And that leaves the tier 2 tower able to go down. And that Darkseer just did so much with that wall. Roshan gonna get hit by the Stifling Dagger, but they're kind of back up from this. Alright.
top tower is
So
under
here comes the Blink Lasso onto Godot. Godot dropped down and killed easily by that gyrocopter. The Radiant really don't want to do too much here. Zeus continues to finger that ult. Gonna use it. He sees him inside the Roshan pit, and the BKB gonna get used by the Darkseer. He has another vacuum and the wall. Vacuum brings in the Undying into that, and the Roshan takes out the Phantom Assassin, and the MKB. This is bad news for Frank. Dazzle just fighting against some zombies, and it's not even working. Zero Latitude looking pretty good right now. They take the Roshan. They take a 4-man wipe. Yasha's on the ground. And, well, Zero Latitude going back in this. They only have one outer tower remaining for Frank, but they're just going to go over to mid.
Conceal yourselves.
Anyway, here comes the push onto the bottom lane for Zero Latitude. Haven't looked at the items for a while. Batrider has a Yasha owned by V, holding onto it for him. Now Batrider comes in from the side. Oh, Lincoln Sphere. I popped on the Phantom Assassin. Now we know what that ultimate orb was for. There's a couple of graphs to show you kind of how that match is going.
Radiant's bottom tower is
The
under
Templar
attack.
Assassin still has that Aegis. Zeus ult comes through to scout. They do use it quite a bit for scouting. I think Zeus might be trying to increase his MMR points by getting more damage in the match. And Zeus gets an Octarine core. That's what the soul booster was being used for. And now Zeus a little bit far up. Oh man, he just hits some. He hits from so far away with that Aether Lens, and he TP's right out of there. Frank, seeming like they're on the back foot in this match. They have taken a tier 3 tower, which is good if they take a fight. The Phantom Assassin, as we said, had finished up that Lincoln Sphere. Pretty useful against the Batrider, who will need to find a way to break that Lincoln's. And he has gotten the Black King, well, going for that Black King bar. And he continues to hold on to V's Yasha. Godot at 1800 gold. Interesting to see what he goes for. They might. I have a feeling he might go for some kind of damage. I don't know why though. Maybe it's just the drums. Alright, so the Batrider gonna find a range creep just sitting in the secret shop. And the team's kind of going around each other now, trying to find the next engagement on the map. Godot, 2,000 gold. And now Zero Latitude. They could push up here. They don't really have anything to do with that gyrocopter butterfly. And now the rest of Frank, they're grouping up a little bit here. Zeus checks for a ward. Not gonna find one. And he's gonna bottle up that bounty rune. He also has a ghost scepter. Doesn't want to get chunked down by the gyrocopter or the Templar assassin. But he does have to be careful of that lion finger. Doesn't want to get caught out by that. Push here on the bottom lane by Zero Latitude. They're getting a little bit impatient, but that's okay. Gyrocopter gonna TP back to top as the creeps are still pushing in.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And the bottom tower is just gonna take some creep damage. Ibu hanging out in the trees, making some happy little friends there. Remember, we don't make mistakes, we just have happy little accidents. Coming in on the 40-minute mark in this match, 18 kills to 19, fairly low amount of action. And the smoke comes out from Zero Latitude. And the Bat Rider going to be leading the charge here into the Radiant Jungle. Another smoke here by Frank. Let's see if they run into each other. And they won't find each other just yet. Zero Latitude could turn this into a push on the bottom lane. And Frank, they could go in on top. Especially once they see Hero's bottom, the Templar Assassin bottom. They're going to actually go in from the top. The smoke going to be expiring soon. Minerva leading the way. The rest of the team trying to catch up. They could come in from the north here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Zeus
attack.
looking for wards. They're going to see if they're spotted out. They're not. And here comes the Zeus ult. Bat Rider, BKB gets used. Oh, the Templar Assassin turned into a pig. That's going to be the Templar Assassin going down the gyrocopter. That's a big crit by the dominating Phantom Assassin. The Tombstone going to go down. Lion trying to get out through the west. Lightning going to take him out. Double kill for the Zeus. And Frank get it. They get so lucky with that Phantom Assassin getting the big crit right onto the whoever the hell she took down. I don't even remember. And she puts a Stifling Dagger onto the gyrocopter, and you know, Bat Rider just couldn't find the good blink there. And the backdoor protection gonna get taken off by the creeps in the mid lane, and Templar, the Phantom Assassin, she goes in on mid. There's a buyback by the Templar Assassin, and I think that's just what they wanted to force. They can't really do anything without having taken her out. And now we'll see what they end up doing. Frank gonna back up. They do get those pickoffs, which is looking pretty good for them. If they can continue to get those, then we'll see what they can do. Hanging out on the high ground there. Phantom Assassin looking for some creeps to kill. Can they catch anyone out here? Gyrocopter thinks that he's safe. Well, the rest of his team. Here comes the Scythe Device. There's a nice Zeus ult. And now Gyrocopter, BKB is being activated all over the place. Lion comes in. And now the Lion goes down. Look at that crit. And now Bat Rider in trouble. Stifling Dagger not going to come through just yet. Bat Rider trying to go away to the west. Sorry, that's east. I don't know what a compass is. And they want to keep going on top. Gyrocopter buys back. And Frank, they want to go back again. They don't want to get caught out here. The call down's still available. The rocket gonna come through. And there go Frank once again. They get some pickoffs. They force some buybacks. Flame Break not gonna cancel that TP back to the top lane. And in the end, well, Zero Latitude are gonna hold. But I love it how Frank just knows exactly when to back up. Maybe they could have taken a couple more kills, but they gotta play it safe. Phantom Assassin still at the top of the net worth chart. And I love this. The AC on Phantom Assassin, helping her take out those big heroes. Frank showing some life here. Even against this Gyrocopter that's getting a lot more farm, and the TA with a Chrysalis rather. They're looking for Roshan. They're going to take him. And that could help them in these fights. The Zeus ult gonna scout out, but it doesn't matter. The Roshan in the end will go down to the Gyrocopter. So the gyrocopter gets the Aegis. And we get 44 minutes into this match. Still looking for a victor here. Frank, they're waiting on their high ground. Maybe they just want to wait this out. Zeus just playing around. That Aether Lens doing so much for him. TA finishes off that Daedalus. And now Zero Latitude. They're grouping up a little bit here. What are they going to do? They're going to gank some jungle creeps. They're going to blink around. Smoke comes in. No, just kidding. It's not a smoke. It's just Frank. They're going to farm the Ancients as a team. You got to help out that PA. Big crit on the Ancient creep. Will they find anybody here? Frank all grouped up. And who's going to get caught out? That is a big question. Frank, unspotted, going into the Dire Woods. They take care of a ward, and now Zero Latitude. They're waiting for him. Do they think that Frank are going to come around? They let the creeps push in. Dazzle uses the heal. That Zero Latitude coming in from the west. Does someone get caught out? Batrider, he's flying. He's ready with the blink. PA, a little bit far out. There's a nice Zeus ult. It's going to scout out the Dire. And Frank, they're going to back up. They got to push out top. And they also have to push out bot. Darkseer doing some good work, and that's another disconnect by the Gyrocopter. As we're saying, Darkseer doing some good work with the Scythe device pickup. Getting some key pickoffs with it in the past couple of fights. And that's been leading to them winning them, actually. Just such a good item for him. And he uses it well, getting exactly the right Scythe device target, making it so that they can't BKB to get out. Darkseer pushes along the bottom. Phantom Assassin pushes along top. And Zero Latitude. They're looking for something to do here. They're coming through their secret shop. Frank, again, grouping up here. Both teams really got to work together now to secure this match. It could go either way. Both teams on the precipice of either taking it to a game 3 or going to the finals. Smoke comes in from Frank. Can they get the pick off? Zero Latitude a little bit spread out here. Let's see if they can find somebody. TA on the high ground, hoping to pop a smoke. Lion on the low ground. Could be in trouble. And now, okay, the Batrider. He has a blink available. Is he going to take it? Oh, he gets turned into a pig. He's going to go right down. Call down good used. BKB. Phantom Assassin hitting right against that tombstone. And now Templar Assassin going to take out the Dazzle. Templar Assassin goes right down. And where'd that Lion go? Lion's down. And now the dust is going to get used. The Undying gets out. But is the Gyrocopter going to be so lucky? The Gem and True Sight on the ground. Lightning just going to miss from the Zeus. And the Gyrocopter gets out. Phantom Assassin goes over to mid, gonna push it out. Bottom lane still has a tier 2, and the creeps are pushed in rather far, so they don't really want to go there. Here comes the Phantom Assassin down that mid lane. No buyback on the TA. Gyrocopter also doesn't have buyback up. And the tier 3 goes down. This could be 2 sets of racks. The Lion and the Batrider respawn. There's another call down. The melee racks goes down. So does the range. And they could rotate over to top. Frank, are they doing it? Getting right back into this match. Doing so well.
Dire's top barracks has fallen. Dire's top barracks has fallen.
And they take 2 sets of racks. Frank getting right back into this match. The tier 2 tower for the Dire still remaining.
That would be a tribute.
And Zeus with the deep voice speaking about tributes. Now Zeus pushes up the bottom lane, but they don't want to be too greedy here. TA still down. Gonna be up in a couple seconds. Buybacks. Buyback up in a little bit, but still a lot of gold away from it for TA. And Gyro still a minute down. Those are the notable ones that were out.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
The bottom tier 2 tower goes down. Phantom Assassin at the forefront here, daring anybody to come near her. The catapult decides that he would dare if it had any gender, I guess. I mean, a catapult could be any gender, really. It could even be gender neutral. It's just going to sit underneath a ward and hit some creeps from the side. Pulling the creeps over. That's a bit interesting. Eventually it'll go down. Pulls the creep wave aside for a moment. The rest of the lanes are pushing in. So many creeps in the mid lane. And PA, is she going to lead her team back into this match? Dominates the creep. TA trap going to slow that wave down. TA going to cut through those creeps. Got to be wary of that initiation. Frank. We'll see if they go high ground again. Can they do it? Are they going to get those pickoffs? The Phantom seriously. Vengeful Spirit goes back, has that Vlad's, has a Sanj. Could be going for Sanj and Yasha, damn. And, well, Zero Latitude. They got the Monkey King bar on the Templar Assassin, and it did work for a little bit on the PA, but now the PA just getting pretty tanky, and it's still difficult to take her down. Couple of Scythe advice now. Zeus picks one up on his own, and there's a Perseverance on Darkseer. 2 Perseverances. 1, 2. Could have... No, he's only going to get 2 Perseverances. It builds into a Refresher, and he's just saving for buyback. Getting close to finishing that recipe, though. Still about 400. Okay. He's just not going to worry about it. He buys up the Refresher Orb. Double Scythe. Double Wall. This fight is about to get really scary for Zero Latitude. Frank, they've got the farm. Can they get back into this? Have they gotten back into it? They've taken 2 racks. Zero Latitude still so scary if they can get those BKBs off in time. Frank going for a spot in the final of the SEA qualifier up against... shoot. I can't remember anything right now. Whoever was in the final against Mineski. Right, it was Extremist. I'm an idiot. Creeps pushing in the bottom lane. This is where they want to go. They're going to take out the trap on the high ground. They're going to take out the ward over here. Frame Assassin pushing in bottom. They want to go for those mega creeps. They want to get the win. Frank, can they do this? They're going to send the creep over to check out Roshan. They don't even seem concerned about the Aegis right now. They're just going to back up. They want to try to make the safe play. If Frank get the pickoffs, they can definitely win this. This Darkseer playing it incredible with the Blink Scythe initiation. Frank go in through the secret shop, and they take those creeps out like a bouse. Phantom Assassin continues to push on the bottom lane. Zero Latitude, they're venturing out. Bat Riders killing some creeps in the jungle. He has a TP back if he wants it anyway, so he'll be fine. Zeus once again fakes the ult. They decide to farm the hard camp once again. And the Darkseer continues to push the creeps in with the Iron Shell. They keep going to the base. Zero Latitude, they gotta be careful. The creeps continue to push in. They're just waiting for the Roshan. Will respond just about now. And it's time. The Roshan's up. Frank, will they find him? Most likely. Zeus about to throw out the lightning bolt. Fakes the ult again. Are they done waiting? Phantom Assassin, will she check it? Yes, they see it. They see it with Wave of Terror. Phantom Assassin gonna get it pretty quickly. Zero Latitude can't do much about it. And they're gonna have to defend their base against an Aegis. And the question is, what do you drop? Satanic by the PA. And, well, Zeus gets the Aegis. Cheese goes to the Dazzle. Yep, Cheese on the Dazzle. And here comes the push on the bottom lane. Zero Latitude going to do everything they can to stop that. They have pushed out the creeps pretty far. Another Zeus ult. And Phantom Assassin walks right up the hill. She doesn't have the Aegis or the Cheese, but she is not scared of everything. Lincoln's going to get popped. So, yeah, Phantom Assassin, you got to get back now. Zeus all the way up on the high ground. Now it's going to blink away. They take care of the rocket pretty quickly. And
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Now here comes the PA. Up against the tower. Blink in by the Templar Assassin. And the swap in. Long range swap onto the line. They're going to take the line out. There comes a refresher. The Gyrocopter, he's down for 100 seconds. Has that buyback. He's going to use it. The Templar Assassin trying to get away. And now here comes the big, mean Phantom Assassin. The Undying about to go down. The dieback on the Gyrocopter. He gets taken out by the Vengeful Spirit of all things. Where did that hero go? Triple kill. Lion, not even a hero anymore. GGWP, the Frank team. They go into the final up against Extremis Gaming. And, you know, they do it in that match. They do it right there. Right there. Put it down. In the end, Frank take it, and they go to